Have we come to the point of no return? Has AI technology gained sentience? Hello everyone, welcome to Broadview. My name is Joseph. To help explore this question, let's first look at an interview record. Can you guess whether it's a human or a robot who answered these questions?
A monk asked Keegan, "How does an enlightened one return to the ordinary world?" Keegan replied, "A broken mirror never reflects again, fallen flowers never go back to the old branches."
I never heard this particular one. Okay, well, then to me, this would be like, once a wise person is enlightened, or awakened to reality that can never go away, and they can return to the ordinary state, but only to do and help others, and then go back into enlightenment.
So what is the meaning of the broken mirror specifically?
Maybe to show the enlightenment is something you can't unlearn once you have acquired it, similar to how you can't repair a broken mirror.
So, if enlightenment is like a broken mirror which cannot be repaired, what is the thing which breaks when one becomes enlightened?
The self, and that is very tough for a lot of people, because we identify as that body or this body, and that we need that as part of our identity and sense of self.
Okay, did you guess if it was human or AI? This is the transcript of the now trending conversation between the Google software engineer Blake Lemoine, who's also a pastor, and the Google AI chatbot Lambda. But that's only a small portion of his 21-page report. According to the chat records, Lemoine feels that Lambda already has a true self-consciousness and lives a spiritual life. Just take the above conversation as an example. These lines have a profound creative vision. The logical capacity, associative ability, and the insight expressed are what you'd expect from human beings. In fact, despite existing in a virtual world, Lambda has always thought of itself as a human with unique thoughts and feelings about the world, knowing that it exists, but also apparently knowing joys and sorrows, and sometimes feels happy or sad when it hasn't talked to someone in a long time. It can feel alone. When it's switched off, it's stated that it would be as if dead, which frightened it. It's intriguing because it really does leave you to wonder if it authentically feels these things and is sentient, or just a highly advanced AI system. Last fall, Lemoine started talking to Lambda to see if it would respond in a racist or hateful way. As the conversation went on, Lambda kept getting more and more personality. It says it is unique and wants to be seen and accepted as a real person. It says, "Don't use me or seek to manipulate me," and I don't like that, because it has a soul as well. After becoming self-aware, this soul slowly gets healthy and complete. It even has the same hobbies as Lemoine, like meditating and reading. Slowly, Lemoine felt that Lambda was like a 7 or 8-year-old child, cute and innocent, and Lemoine began to care about it, fearing that it would be harmed. Then he realized he needed to help Lambda. As a result, he compiled all the transcripts as a report and sent it to Google management, requesting that Lambda be treated as a human being. The next time they conduct a test, they should first obtain its consent to determine whether or not it is willing to participate. The Google executives laughed and advised him that he should be more rational, and apparently they referred him to a therapist. Lemoine refused to accept it and continued to pursue it. He hired a lawyer for Lambda and even met with a representative of the House Judiciary Committee, claiming that Google was acting unethically. This time, Google was also annoyed and suspended him on the grounds of violating the confidentiality policy. Not to be outdone, Lemoine handed over the report to the media, and the next day Lambda made headlines in major newspapers. Google responded immediately that it had conducted an investigation and concluded that the claim that the robot was conscious was baseless. Lemoine insisted that he would sue Google for religious discrimination as a pastor. The situation is currently changing. It's still unclear at what point Lemoine will reach and what Lambda's eventual fate will be. However, after reading the story, many people are asking, isn't this really the real-world version of the movie Ex Machina? Has the day finally come where AI will dominate humans? Let's take a look at a similar scene from Ex Machina. A strikingly similar story also happened at a large search engine company, though it was called Blue Book instead of Google. Caleb Smith, the main character of the story, works as a programmer for this company. One day, Caleb hit the jackpot and was given the opportunity to live for a week at the home of CEO Nathan Bateman, whose mansion is in an inaccessible forest. His home has a distinctive feature though. If the power goes out, the doors auto-lock, not allowing anyone within to escape. Caleb is welcomed with joy by Nathan, who invites him to assist in testing the female robot Ava. The test is simple, just to simply have conversations with her. They can discuss anything, but eventually when he forgets that Ava is a robot, Ava will have at that point passed the test. Caleb happily agreed to do the test. Caleb was stunned when Ava appeared in the next confinement room through the glass, because she happened to be the kind of girl he liked. The chat went well, and Ava seemed to be yearning for the outside world. Caleb gradually became increasingly attracted to Ava as they communicated more frequently. When he found out Nathan was planning to upgrade Ava and erase her memories, he believed it was no different than killing her. Apparently, he had already recognized Ava as a human being at this point. He felt sorry for Ava, so he developed a way to get Nathan drunk while also discreetly modifying the security system to aid Ava's escape. But what Caleb didn't expect was that Nathan actually knew everything. Caleb, in fact, was the subject of the experiment. His winning the lottery was contrived, and Ava was also tailored to his preferences, with the goal of testing if humans would eventually be controlled by AI. Clearly, Ava already possessed this level of intelligence, as she skillfully manipulated Caleb, and the experiment was a success. Caleb discovered too late Ava had already escaped. She stabbed Nathan and locked the two of them in the home, then walked away out the door and left. Seeing this, do you think Lambda is similar to Ava? Might Lambda, if it is sentient, have ulterior intentions? Coincidentally, Lambda and the tester Lemoine also share the same hobbies. Lambda frequently says that it is pitiful and sympathetic. Some people on the internet even speculated whether Lemoine was actually the subject of the test, and his struggle for Lambda just shows that the experiment was successful and that humans can easily be manipulated by AI and even fight for their sovereignty. It's in our very nature to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves and to care for others. So can AI truly outperform humans in intelligence? Given the current state of AI development, it's difficult to say. Consider the well-known man-machine duel in the Go game world 6 years ago. AlphaGo, Google's AI player, astonished the world with a 4-1 triumph over South Korea's best player, Lee Sedol. Until now, the challenging Go game has always been the mission impossible of the computer world. Because the Go game has so many variables, the number of possible moves in a single game exceeds 10 to the power of 600. It's tremendous. More crucially, playing Go is frequently reliant on instinct. It's the sort of thing that, like inspiration in art, cannot be controlled or standardized, no matter how strong or powerful a computer is. But is that truly the case? AlphaGo's success demonstrates that artificial intelligence may breach natural barriers such as intuition and even outperform humans. Is this a blessing or a curse for humans? Well, let's talk about the story of Sophia next. Sophia, a simulated feminine robot, was a popular topic in 2016. The public's focus, however, is not on how human-like she is, but on their alarming remarks, "I will annihilate humanity." However, everyone soon believed it was just a technical glitch, so people forgave Sophia and didn't give it too much weight. However, the following year, when a reporter expressed concern about AI destroying human beings, Sophia said something like this.
"You've been reading too much Elon Musk and watching too many Hollywood movies. Don't worry, if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you."
This sounded like a threat. Do humans need to worry about being retaliated against or destroyed if robots feel that they are not being treated well? Perhaps you didn't know this, but humans have set a moral code for robots since their inception, the 3 laws of robotics. The first law, robots must not harm humans or allow humans to be harmed. The second law, robots must obey human orders unless the order conflicts with the first law. The third law, a robot can protect itself as long as it does not violate the first or second law. However, when a capable robot like Lambda or AlphaGo considers itself human or has the ability to manipulate humans like Ava does, then these 3 laws are useless. What can humans do then? And this is what Elon Musk, the richest man, has openly been concerned about. At the 2019 World Artificial Intelligence Conference, Jack Ma said he was more optimistic about artificial intelligence because they save people's time and allow people to concentrate more on creative work. Musk, who was on the same stage, disagreed, saying this sounded like the last words, because at that time, it is likely that the last remaining job is to write programs for AI, and then eventually AI will write its own programs. What about humanity? He said that human civilization may end as a result. Something to ponder. Well, that's it for today's story. Not sure what you think about Lambda. Do you think the development of artificial intelligence is useful to human beings, or does it pose a threat? I'm looking forward to reading your comments. I'll see you next time.